Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Let's start out with happy 38 days till Kenobi.
Okay.
37 from Celebration.
Oh, yeah, because they overlap, which is going to be so strange.
Very strange. But yeah, Kenobi, it's coming. All right. Let's start out with the first news story then today, seeing as
Are we going to do this every day with Kenobi?
No.
Okay.
Maybe when it gets closer, but
Okay.
still 38 days, and it's a ways away yet.
It is.
Okay, so our first news story, we have a Star Wars Eclipse update.
Ooh, okay.
Bum, bum, bum. So, a prominent leaker in the gaming community is reporting that the development of Eclipse is going better than initial reports would have us believe, going as far as to say the game could launch in 2025. This news comes after a previous report by the same leaker that said Quantic Dreams also has a sorcerer, a dark sorcerer-inspired game in production. The leaker, or let's say industry insider,
Leaker who could be.
account NGT, was the first to reveal that Quantic Dream had a Star Wars game in production, even sharing the name Eclipse weeks before the official announcement.
Okay.
The insider also shared screenshots from the trailer a fair amount of time before the trailer's premiere.
Okay, so credibility.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm making sure
I was going to
include that.
I was going to say leaker could just mean somebody making stuff up on the internet.
They're also putting out their opinions there on what's going on with Breath of the Wild 2, as well as some other games.
Okay, interesting.
So they are I think they're a credible source.
Yeah, okay. A fair, at least they've had some successes or have some evidence to back them up.
They definitely seem to have an insider within Quantic Dream.
Okay.
If nothing else.
Because like I said, leaker a lot of times means I made something up on the internet and people ran with it.
That's why I wanted to make sure and give you some credibility.
Yes.
Adding to
Okay, cool. Yes, because I hate when we it's a leak from somewhere. Man, it's like, okay. But go on, sorry.
The full tweet from account NGT was as follows. Another report I got confirms again the existence of a Dark Sorcerer-based game from Quantic Dream that I had reported a few months ago. Star Wars Eclipse would be the next big game that QD would release, though. Apparently the development is going better than some would have you believe.
Ooh, like there's a conspiracy behind the scenes.
Well, it could just mean, Quantic Dream never really replied, or they kind of gave non-answers when people were like, so the game's going to be super delayed, right? Super delayed. Look at all these job postings. They're like...
Well,
they didn't really say anything in regards to that.
I mean, they clearly don't want to be like non-committal. They don't want to be like, it's going to be 2025 for sure. And how many games as of late like give you, even the Skywalker saga, it felt like we should have had this game like 2 years ago and it just keeps kind of getting delayed. Mm-hmm. So, I don't blame them for not wanting to just put out a date and then miss it. And then, okay, it's going to be next year. And then they miss that too.
Right,
Yet at the same time,
it's better to just develop the game, and when they're having it almost done, they're like, now we'll give you a date.
Yeah, they can give you a rough window. Like, should we expect this in the next, 5 years? That's kind of the thing with games is sometimes they'll announce them and you're like, well, yeah, we're going to have this out by the end of the decade. Well,
possibly.
But anyway, this does sound like good news, I guess, if you're excited for this game, which I am. I'm always excited to see and play a new Star Wars game.
Visually, although the stuff they showed us in the trailer, of course, that's not game footage. It looks amazing. I am curious what the story exactly will be.
Yeah, High Republic, we don't know when in the High Republic, I guess, because now we know that Phase 2 of the High Republic is going back another 150 years, so High Republic has suddenly become a lot larger window than just what we knew.
Could even be during a part of the High Republic we've not seen at all.
Yeah, that's almost certain. The Higher Republic, that sounds sketchy for reasons, but...
Yeah, it kind of does. Sorry.
We were making some weird policies during those Higher Republic days. But anyway, no, I'm excited for the game. That would be cool if we get it a little sooner. That's still 3 years away. So until we know more about it, too, other than it is High Republic and we get this really cool, well-presented trailer, which isn't game footage, as we've been saying. So I'm excited for it, but we'll see.
We'll see. With that, let's move on to new this week in Star Wars.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. Well, I've got no new books or comics for this week, so yeah. But I did find a new little weekly show that Star Wars Kids made.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm going to talk about.
I saw you watching it, yeah.
Star Wars Galactic Pals.
Yeah. How was it? I didn't hear it because I think you were wearing headphones watching it, but I saw you watching it.
All right, well, let me tell you the details about the show first, and I can tell you what I thought about it. The show is very much meant for kids, though I watched the 2 premiere episodes. With each of the episodes is just, a couple minutes long. It's about a pit droid named Miri who looks after different younglings across the galaxy. The show is kind of cute, and so if you have younglings to share it with, that's something I would recommend. They kind of tell you a little bit about the species she's looking after and give you tips on how to care for them. Episode 1 is about a Wookiee learning to control his temper. And episode 2 is about a very shy Ewok. So you can kind of see how this is going to work. She's kind of helps you learn how to overcome those issues, which also apply to children of their own, to teach kids ways to maybe handle anger or how to be a little less shy or how to get them out of their shell. It's kind of cute. It's like told from the perspective of a daycare worker, and look at it that way. But you can see she's going to work with a whole slew of creatures. She's got like Jawas, Tauntauns, Gungans, Hutts, Porgs, a Rancor.
I think the Gungans are in there with the creatures.
Oh, it's creatures and
species. Okay.
Yeah, because Wookiees are in there.
Okay, I'm just.
And Jawas,
yeah, I guess they were.
But so are Tauntauns and Rancor.
It's such a weird.
Porg, so
okay.
They're just younglings of any creature, humanoid or beastie, I guess.
I guess what I mean. I'm assuming you're done with the explanation. No. Oh boy. Okay, keep going. I'll get my 2 cents in there. My thunder take.
We'll get there.
Lightning take.
But don't you worry, because you can adopt your own little galactic pal for $29.99 from Target.
Now we get it.
I mean, it wouldn't be Disney if you could.
There it is.
Right?
There it is.
There. See, you were gonna let me leave out the best part. I have pictures of the dolls too. It'll be in the reel here.
I mean, okay, so this is. Do kids really get into Star Wars because of this?
It could be, depending on the parent.
Or is it literally just trying to sell the toys? Now, okay, so first time I saw Star Wars, I was 5 years old in a movie theater, Return of the Jedi. Blew me away, loved it, wanted all the toys. I mean, I was exactly what they wanted me to be. I wanted all the toys, all the merchandise. So I don't know that you need to go out of your way to make these really kids shows. I mean, I think you just have them watch Star Wars, right, when you're young? Or am I crazy? Well, is that just not what we do nowadays?
This is for even younger than that. This is something you could share easily with a 3-year-old.
Well, I mean, 3 to 5. There's not a. I wasn't.
A 2-year-old would like this. It's bright colors, big imagery.
Is that what a 2-year-old needs to be done? It's sat down in front of a TV with big, bright, colorful images that they want to buy. Should we be teaching consumerism to 2-year-olds? I mean, if you ask Disney, the answer is yes. Well, no, but they want. I mean, I don't know.
What kids show doesn't have product attached?
Of course, but isn't that part of the problem? God, I could go off on this one.
Even your Star Wars way back in the day had all the Kenner toys and you wanted them all.
Sure, that's what I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying, but at least
He-Man, yeah.
Well, I was a little older for some of that too. That was more not much older, 6 or 7, maybe 8, 9.
My Little Pony, Care Bears. Well, sure. They all have play sets and toys.
I know, but I guess what I'm saying is, if you're saying this is for like 2-year-olds who are, your brain is literally still developed. Not that it isn't developing at 5 until you're into your 20s, actually. But my point is, like, maybe we don't need to like plop a kid in front of the screen and show them cute, cuddly figures at the age of 2. Maybe we should be trying to teach them a little something else besides like, let's get them really young. I don't know.
But all young kids, I feel like, watch TV in one sense or another.
Yeah, but should they, is my point. Should we be sitting down kids with iPads and in front of televisions, or is that what we should be doing at 2 years old? Now, again, I'm sounding like a hypocrite because at 5 I'm watching Star Wars in a movie theater. I get it, but I don't know. It seems like we're just, as young as we can, we're trying to get kids into these things nowadays. And maybe we play with blocks for a couple of years before we,
really
put them in front of a screen.
Of the TV.
Yeah, maybe we give them some motor function with, toys rather than just immediately try to, I don't know. I think I'm going off topic.
You are very off topic. I think it's pretty much a harmless show. Yes, they have a product related to it. But all kids stuff does, and the kids don't always necessarily. I mean, there's not it's not like you watch the Star Wars short and they show you a commercial at the end for the product. They don't. You just can watch the shorts, and the parents are the ones who know it's at the store. Or if the kid happens to be in the store, they might see one.
I don't know. I don't want to sound like a back in my age kind of guy, but when I used to watch these shows and movies, I wanted to go outside and reenact them. I wasn't like. That was part of the joy of the action figures. I would actually go outside in the dirt and play with them and play with my friends outside. And I want to be out in the dirt. I want them to be fighting each other. I think that's...
I can see this appealing to
Yeah.
maybe young girls, young boys.
It's not a hard and
but
fast rule.
It's more of a caregiver kind of toy.
Nurturing versus out there beating up
it's
stuff.
Not, you're not taking that doll outside and rolling in the mud with it. You're going to be...
No, and I'm not saying boys should beat stuff up. We have to be careful with what we say these days because
I'm not even saying
people are
boys.
gonna...
I said...
No, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just saying, in general, I think girls... You can hate me for saying it. In general, I think girls like to take care of things, and boys like to take care of things another way. All right, but again, let's not get too deep into that topic either.
No, because, I mean, obviously, boys and girls, they can play however they want to play.
Like I said, my sister played Star Wars and she, G.I. Joe. She liked all those things. She also had her strawberry shortcakes and her Barbies. She played with both. And
I can just say, if I watched this as a young kid, I would have wanted one of these dolls, and I would have played with it like the daycare worker where I'm taking care of the little babies.
I had stuffed animals and stuff when I was a kid that I loved, and so it goes both ways. I just think, I think you're right. I think this probably appeals more towards girls than boys. I don't know. Either way. Play with what you want to play with. It doesn't mean anything either way, I think.
No, not really.
All right, well, I think we've completely gone off topic and rambled in this one.
Yeah. Though I would recommend, watch the trailer of the show or something. It's kind of adorable.
You can just watch an episode. They're like a minute long. It is what it is. Short, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that we need to have kids 2 years old plopped in front of screens. I think we could maybe do a little better for a couple of years before we start handing them the iPad or putting it in front of the TV. But who am I to talk? I don't know any better. Anyway, that's all we've got for you this time. Now it's your turn. Take to the comments below. Comment about anything we've gone off on a tangent about, or talk about some Star Wars too. How about that? Either way, leave your comments below. And until next time, thanks for watching.